Welcome please to the JVG podcast, where these G's are gonna spread their seeds of knowledge about the league. It's flourishing with these. These funny catchers seem to be well read, esteemed and honest. Like the man himself, Jeff Van Gundy. They are high IQ, so cerebral and funny. So if you're on the bus, just border on the dunny. Listen to the
JVG NBA Tribute Show.
You finished? Hello and welcome to the Jeff Van Gundy Tribute Show episode 171. My name's Marco here with my always co-host Lucas. Lucas, how are you?
I'm well, Marco. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's good.
And joining us today for the first time in a long time, the enigmatic Sean Carroll. How are you, brother?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on, boys. Sean Carroll here for those unacquainted.
It'd be pretty weird if they were.
Looking forward to a good podcast.
Yeah, Sean Carroll, NESBN@gmail.com.
If you dox me?
If you like. We love doxing people over here on the JVG Tribute Show.
We actually have a trend. Whenever we speak about someone, they end up dying within a few years.
Sean, the last time you directly came on the show, it wasn't like a four-man lead sort of situation. Was it episode 2?
There was episode 2, and then there was the home and home.
Episode 2.
Oh, it was the home and home.
That was when we were flirting with a collab.
I understand. Yeah. In episode 2 though, where you did a Golden State Warriors season preview, I was thinking about this, and it would have been the 2020-21 season. What do you reckon you said? I haven't gone back and listened to the episode.
Wow, this is some great research, by the way. You guys are spectacular. What do I reckon I said in the 2020-21 season? Jordan Poole would have been a rookie. Yeah. And he was yet to go to the G League and then come back and play well before he broke out the next year. Pause. What would I have said, man?
Do you reckon you were high on Jordan Poole?
No. Klay Thompson got injured.
Yeah.
We were like, we might draft Anthony Edwards. And I was like, nah, I'd prefer not to. He doesn't seem like the right guy.
Who did you want? Did you want LaMelo?
I think I wanted LaMelo, and I was like talking shit. This might have been privately, I don't know if it's on the pod, but I was talking like Colin Sexton, Darius Garland vibes with get LaMelo Ball, figure the rest out later.
Right.
Maybe Sean Livingston.
I understand.
And do you reckon LaMelo Ball's ever grown into a Colin Sexton type?
No, maybe he's the Darius Garland.
Yeah, true. Well, you can eat. And Sean, was it last year when we did the rookie tiers list that you were like, I need to come on?
Yeah.
There's two things I love: beer and kids.
Who's writing this for you? I feel like Jimmy, like just DMing a Instagram page, have me on. This is such a good idea, and I think this will be a lot of pressure before we record, and maybe we'll let the behind the kimono people will realise that we actually record the intros after. That's how much work we're putting in.
It comes out 170 episodes in.
I think this will be the funniest podcast we've ever recorded.
Really?
Yeah.
The funniest?
Yeah.
This single episode or this
single
series?
episode.
That's
this series, yeah, because this is part of the series.
Right.
And this is part 2?
Yeah, this is part 2 of a 2-part series.
Do you agree that this might be the funniest episode?
It could be really funny. Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon before the funniest episode of any podcast, the last thing they'd say is, this is going to be the funniest podcast we've ever had.
I'll revisit this at multiple parts throughout the episode. But
okay.
Yeah, so thank you very much for having me on, guys. It's great to be here.
Yeah, thanks.
Vibes are immaculate.
Hey, anytime.
Thanks for all our paychecks all those times. Am I right?
Yeah, we can give you the Bill Simo treatment on this and just... Oh, you're right, actually, Sean, this will be the funniest episode that we've ever recorded. So what are we actually here to do today? We're here to rank the 2024 NBA rookies, just like we did last year. We're gonna rank them based on how much we'd like to have a beer with them. By going into that is like not just their personalities, but their vibe. How they play, if they've been playing well, certain things like that. But it's mostly, what we think would be like to hang out with them. Lucas, do you want to maybe run us through what beers we're going to be tiering them against?
Yeah, so we're running with the same 5 tiers of beers as we did last year. Top to bottom, top top tier is piping hot Heineken. Now you might think that's an awful beer. Exactly. If they pass the beer test so much that I'd be willing to have a piping hot Heineken with them, then that makes them the most. Would we say aura is the best word to use?
I'm very reticent to use the word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because let's
Maybe vibe.
we're already disagreeing. Based on last year, there was definitely a bit of aura. Like Grady Dick was playing some of the worst basketball you can play when we recorded the pod last year. He's playing really well now. So shout out to us for seeing that coming. But with Victor Wembanyama, it's I want to get a beer with the 7'4" guy because I need to hang out with him and find out what it's like.
True. I guess the beer test.
Yeah.
I feel like we could have introduced who passes the beer test.
Yeah.
The more you pass the beer test, the worse the beer you'd have. The less you pass the beer test, the better the beer you'd have to have. So top to bottom. Top, piping hot Heineken. Tier 2, warm Hahn Ultra Crisp. Tier 3, cold Bolter XBA. Tier 4.
No, you skipped.
No, I see what's happened here. Tier 3, room temperature Carlton Dry. Tier 4, cold Bolter XPA. And Tier 5, freezing cold Filter XPA. So the bottom tier would be your bloody...
the best beer you could possibly have.
The best beer you could have. Who would be a bad person to get a beer with?
Dylan Brooks.
Harvey Epstein.
Yeah. Either of those guys would be... Unless they were sat across from you with a freezing cold Filter XPA, you probably wouldn't sit down with them.
Yeah. And for example, I'm hanging out with you guys right now, and the only thing getting me through it is this cold Bolter XPA. So you would be in Tier 4.
Yeah. Can I just say we are witnessing artists at the top of their craft. He's running through the list of shit beers, and immediately you scrunch your face and go, "That's not third." Oh, you're right. No, it is the warm Carlton Draft, not the hot Hahn. You were just like,
nah,
incredible.
That can't be right.
So we're probably not going to get through all 58 rookies.
No.
Also, I feel like one rookie might have a bit of an advantage this year, guys.
Whoa, stay tuned for more.
Perfy.
Wow.
Oh, spoilers.
You know I make guarded him at Collingwood? And with the first pick in the NBA draft... No, how do you want to introduce?
Yeah.
Or do we want to start?
Yeah, let's just start. Let's just go for it.
Shit, yeah, bro.
So, pick one, the first overall pick, we have Zachary Ricochet. Let's start off this was a pretty uninspiring draft. I don't want to have a beer with any of the top picks because they were top picks, like I did last year. Like I had the interest in Victor Wembanyama. But here we go, Zachary Ricochet. First thing I always look at is his Instagram, and it leaves a lot to be desired. Basically, all the captions are just emojis, or first NBA game tick emoji. Then he's got an absolutely fucking shocking just got drafted post. Oh yeah, man, he is standing. There's no caption. Oh no, there is. Thanks to Giorgio Armani for helping me look good during the draft process. He does not look good. The suit looks terrible. The suit looks absolutely atrocious. This way too tight grey number with white sneakers and a white shirt. And he's kind of not T-posing, but what you'd expect a character model to do, at the beginning of a video game. He's maybe he's a Mass Effect character that hasn't quite figured out the physics of the level yet.
True. Holy shit, you're right.
Wow. Gmod.
Link in the
Gmod. It's very Gmod. And yeah, he's got that. I put here. He's got that Thousand Island stare. He's in
we ain't talking about the sauce, huh?
There we go. Yeah, he's always got his mouth just a little bit open. I watched a couple interviews with him. The research fell off as I went down the list.
Research, eh?
But
yeah, no. Can I butt in?
Yeah,
you're about
sure.
to say that you didn't do a lot of research because he's pretty fucking boring.
Yeah.
He's French Robert Covington. I didn't do any research for this. I don't really want to talk about it that much because it's just boring.
Yeah.
One of his emojis was a eagle emoji.
Yeah.
Plays for the Hawks. I can understand that you're trying there, but there's so many funny things you can write. You just go with an emoji, a carousel of you shooting free throws. Shut up, man. Lucas.
Yeah, a lot to be desired, as one of you said. I feel like his Instagram is if an NBA 2K, if they made the NBA 2K My Player storyline about an AFL player, if you combine those two things, you get Zachary Pichet's fucking captions or whatever. Yeah, this guy, honestly, and something else we should say is that we have to come to an agreement, consensus on where this guy ends up in the tier list, so we all have to agree on one. I think the only thing keeping him out of having a delicious freezing cold filter XPA is that I would like to know what it's like to be the first overall pick. That's it.
Yeah, you're not going to be completely bored with this guy. He's not a combo of boring personality, boring story, and boring basketball player. Yeah. So yeah, I'd put him in cold Bolter XPA.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
You've actually just made me remember something. He had some quote where he's like, playing in the NBA is worlds different to playing in Europe. Like, I was the most athletic guy in Europe, and now I'm coming in, I'm like average guy. That's actually quite real.
Yeah,
humbling.
True.
So I agree.
Yeah. You can have a conversation with him.
Yeah. So he's one tier out of the bottom.
Yeah. Was that for all of us?
Yeah. I think that was so profound. You were like, you know what? He's just off the cell.
He's not. Yeah, it's not. He's so uninspiring.
Yeah. You could stiff out a cold Bolter with it.
Yeah.
You'd have enough questions.
You know, when you're having a conversation with someone, you're like, fuck, you've got nothing going on. They say one good thing, you're like, oh, that was actually such a surprise. He's like that.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the 90% of him that's going to be dreadful.
Which we want. Pick 2.
We got bloody Washington Wizard Alexander Sarr. I'm giving this guy points just for being an ex-NBL guy. Because, I think that's cool. Also, a Washington Wizard. I think that's pretty cool as well. And I really like this Instagram caption. Actually, I really like these 2 Instagram captions. Keep it real, my department. Versace, my garment. Just promoting his Versace ambassadorship. I think he either got posted on Donatella Versace's Instagram or like they did like a co-post or something like that. Have you seen her latest facelift, by the way?
What are you talking about?
And then this other caption: I'm a real wizard, DC, not Hogwarts.
Wow, that's the one I just opened.
That's a good one. I'm a big fan of that one. So there's not a lot going on here, but there's more. There's more to work with.
Yeah, I'll go next. When I was in America in 2019, I went into the American pubs.
Yeah.
Just a very strange environment to be in. Can I have a beer? Sure, here's a bottle. Nah, you've actually got 15 taps right there.
Yeah.
Why did you just give me an aluminium can with your worst beer in it? And it's not even the cheapest, whatever. Because he is an NBL guy and he was living in Perth for at least 9 months, I assume he went into various pubs that had the Carlton Draft logo at the top, and they had tabs, and there was a Keno playing in the background. He would be quite familiar with the setting that we would probably take him to, and I think that bodes well, because then we don't have to go through the awkwardness. We're going into a pokies pub because it's like 1 a.m. and it's like, it's the only thing open. I have to sit on the spindly chairs and have a yarn. I'm not gonna. I think he'll be fine. I think he could work under pressure.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Zach Ricochet, if I take him to a pokies venue, I think his mouth agape, right? 1,000 Year Steel, look at all these like shiny things. Couldn't trust him. Just act like a man.
Yeah. And you could be like, oh, Alex, I bet you wouldn't drink a piping hot Heineken. And we could probably bully you.
Is this foreshadowing?
Yeah. Well,
Go on, sorry. No.
He ticks all the boxes, and being a Wizards fan, he is like the image of, we're finally in a new era. And I just have so much I'd like to ask him. Yes, being an NBL guy. Yes, being pretty much Australian. Playing for my team. Looking like Caitlin Clark. There's so many things I'd love to talk to him about and ask him about. And yeah, I feel like hopefully we get to a few more Wizards rookies on this. But I love this team, and he's such a good defender. He's very active. I think I can't remember what it was, but he's like contesting 100% of shots at the rim, allowing 50% of them to go in. But he's also defending with Carlton Carrington and Keyshawn George, who are okay, but they're still a step behind the rest of the league. And he just fills me up with a lot of hope. And I was thinking.
Pause.
I was thinking piping hot Heineken, but
piping hot Heineken.
Fucking
Think of some
racist.
Think of some of the PHHs later on down the list and compare it to Alex Starr. It's not happening, right?
I would have one. I would have one with him.
Nah. We're not. I'm not going to stand for that. I'll put him in Han Ultra Crisp territory.
Oh, I was thinking room temp.
But that would be my compromise.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess we put him in room temperature Carlton.
No.
If that's what you were both thinking, though.
Oh, I want to get in between you and I. Because he is a wizard.
Yeah.
No Hogwarts.
Also, I think the thing here as well is potential. I don't see Ricochet like ever becoming a different person. This guy's in the locker room with freaking Jonas Valanciunas. Like, he's gonna learn some drip from him. He's gonna learn some aura from him.
Also, Sai has like 4 beer on potential. Sai has 4 beer potential.
Like you can have 4 beers.
Yeah. Ricochet has it's 1 beer.
Transcends language barriers.
I don't want to go back to Ricochet because we spent too much time on him. But like he did grow up and play in Europe. Like,
Yeah.
But France.
Yeah, I was just going to say something very important.
he actually,
We should move on to the next guy because these two have both been French. That's way too much time speaking.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. You would not be able to have 4 beers with him because his accent would annoy you after 1.
Yeah. Oh, can we switch to wine or some shit like that?
It's like, piping hot mulled wine. Well, okay, well, you're missing the point now, aren't you?
Moving on to a red-blooded American. Pick number 3, Reed Shepherd. First thing that I thought, I was like, white boy swag, because, he's white, he's a shooter. I actually think he has 0 swag. I think he's one of the most swagless people in the NBA at the moment, which, like...
Yeah.
He looks like his mum still buys him clothes.
Yeah.
I think they didn't say that?
Oh.
That might have even come out. Look, if this was a double date, SS tier, but the fact that it's just Reed Shepherd...
Yeah. Reed Shepherd has a very beautiful girlfriend.
Yeah, but the fact that it's
we should
just...
get out ahead of that before the rumours get too far.
It's a very Sean-coded girlfriend, let's say.
Spectacular.
I would like... What would you do? What would you guys... You sit down... No, on a single... it's you and Reed Shepherd at the pub for a beer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you...
I have no idea.
Yeah, what do you... You start... Okay. Hey, Reed. How are you?
Yeah, good man.
Yeah.
I got a game tomorrow.
Yeah, do you now? That's
sorry, my girlfriend's messaging me on Instagram.
Oh, what's she saying? I'd have no idea what I'd talk to this guy about.
No.
So I think his hair is... I can't tell if he's doing it as like a bit of a counterculture, like I'm pretending to be 5 and still watch Thomas Tank Engine. No. I can't tell if he seriously still watches Thomas Tank Engine. But the fact that his girlfriend is gonjus really throws me off. Maybe I'm putting too much faith in Americans.
I think you are. Did you see him?
Like, so you think he'd have a better personality because of his beautiful girlfriend. But, like, we presumably met in college and, like...
Yeah.
Did you saw him on draft night when he got picked?
Yeah, and his mum and dad went up with him and he's strange cats. His mum, like, complains to managers. And she asked for extra hot cow lattes. None of this oat bullshit.
Yeah.
I watched his thank you video to Kentucky and, like... he can't even put any emotion into the college he played for that rocketed pun intended to a lottery pick. Like, seriously.
So are we saying freezing cold filter?
I'm saying freezing cold filter XPA.
Can we put him up just one more? Can we just go cold bolt?
I'm interested in the girlfriend piece.
We can revisit the tier list at the end, but let's chuck him in cold bolt or XPA for now.
Let's do that. I'm down with that.
Who you got next?
Pick number 4. We have Stephon Castle of the San Antonio Spurs. Now, this is the first good Instagram on the list. I just want to add. He's got some good college ones, and then he's got some good sponsored ones post draft. But then, like, his latest one, which is a little what do you call it? A gallery, a carousel.
A carousel.
And the first pick is just like the coldest photo of him and Steph Curry in black and white, just framed perfectly. Steph looking dejected, and he's in focus in the background, clapping his hands. caption is asterisk black heart emoji asterisk.
Yeah.
So much better than captioning it with the black heart emoji.
Yeah.
And then the most liked comment on it is
Wait, you didn't say what the location was.
the trench. Fuck, I actually didn't even notice that.
Well, now that we're butting in, his listed job is magician.
Really?
Yeah.
On LinkedIn.
No, on Instagram, man. It says magician at the top.
Oh wow!
God, he's got quite the
5 ATL, a little Joker card at Spurs, 1-time gold medalist, national champ.
Now, I'm not too sure about the Joker card. What does that mean?
That's a great resume.
Yeah.
That's a great elevator pitch.
Joker card, Atlanta 5.
Most liked comment on this post I just want to mention is "Let's go 5" from college basketball star Paige Beckers.
Oh, no shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
They're both UConn alum.
Yeah.
True.
Great cosign.
You look so fucking happy with yourself. UConn alum.
I'm not that happy. Hang on, pause for a second. Hey, pause. The Golden State Valkyries, do you know if they're going to have the first pick in the rookie draft?
No, I don't know. No, I don't know if we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be...
Oh my god. Mate, the French blokes went 1 and 2.
The French police.
We like...
Ah!
Yeah.
I had to look to you to translate it for me. It was just yes.
Didn't rank well though. I like Stefan Castle. I think he's a snappy dresser. He had the castle chain at the draft.
The castle chain. I feel like it's a heavy burden. Where if you're a twat, or that's shit.
Yeah.
But if you're like, let's say he turns out to be cool, which I think we're all in agreement, he's leaning that way.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Okay, and if you've used asterisks instead of using an emoji, like okay, this is 2 strikes in the right direction.
Yeah.
Hasn't come out yet publicly to denounce Chris Paul for being a pedophile. But
That was going to be my next question to you.
Well, then I'll go to my first question to you. You've said Area 51's a great nickname. I couldn't find this myself. And what does it mean?
So he's number 5,
Yeah.
and Victor Wembanyama is number 1. And so them playing together is Area 51.
that's
And
what I
also because
find it.
Victor Wembanyama looks like an alien.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
after the Kevin Garnett show.
That's funny.
So,
I told you it's going to be the funniest fucking episode.
That was the first laugh.
housemate of the pod, Richard Crabtree, who's a San Antonio Spurs fan, he told me about the Area 51 thing, so it might have cracked
Maybe you made it up.
mainstream Twitter. Oh, yeah, fuck. Maybe you did.
That's a compliment.
Maybe you did.
Shut up.
Is that him? Oh, no, it's the other one.
That's all.
Yeah, where are you guys feeling for this one? Because I reckon, fuck man, maybe I'm a bit kind to these rookies. Maybe I'm a bit more kind, but I was thinking piping hot Heineken for this young cat.
It's still just like I'm still not like, oh hell yeah, you know. But I'm definitely warm heart ultra crisp.
WHUC.
And I could be convinced on piping hot, depending on what Sean thinks.
This is the hottest drink I've had so far.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're going to get a lot hotter later down the list,
yeah.
but I'm so fun putting him. Again, he's got 2 strikes
Yeah.
in the right direction. This wouldn't be a strike.
So I reckon I'll put him at the top of warm heart ultra crisp.
Yeah, and we can mulligan that one if we need to.
Yeah.
If we're like, actually, there aren't that many piping hot piping hot Heinekens.
Yeah, no more mulled beers.
Yeah.
In any other season, is the MVP.
And you might not even crack the all rookie team this year.
Who's next on the list?
Pick number
It's
7.
Klingo, man. It's
Donnie Klings.
Donnie Klings, man.
The Klinger.
Kligs. It's not even Klingen, right? Can I introduce it?
Yeah, go for it, man.
I feel like we've already had a beer with him. I see him more in street clothes than I do his basketball uniform.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't know if this makes him a piping hot H,
Yeah.
but I'm leaning that way.
Really?
He just
Oh,
looks
yeah,
like a
man.
footy player.
Yeah, he does. He looks 100%.
But like, I'm more talking footy player with a blog, not footy player with 5 scarves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's not
right.
an idiot.
Yeah. You don't think he's an idiot? He kind of looks like
He
an
had
idiot.
like 8 blocks, man. Like for a rookie to have 8 blocks in a game,
Hassan Whiteside, he was an
true,
idiot.
he was an idiot.
No, you're right. He doesn't play. Yeah.
Okay, I'm right.
Yeah. No, but he genuinely doesn't play like an idiot. Like, coming into the draft, I was like, surely this guy plays like an idiot. He doesn't. He plays very, very intelligently. Yeah, he's got footy player face, and maybe so you think footy player style as well? Is that?
Yeah.
Like, holds himself like a footy player. What do you reckon, Lucas?
I gotta be honest, I'm on the complete other end of the spectrum.
That's fine.
I'm not married to this guy at all.
Not married to him, but did you say boiling
Yeah.
on Heineken?
Hold the fort.
Yeah, well,
Brunette girl.
What? Wait, hold on.
I can be swung either way. This is now the second rookie I've seen repost a screenshot from us. Oh no, it was actually posted by Woj.
Yeah.
I don't like how that comes up on your feed.
I know. I don't either. But also, like, don't accept it.
Oh no, maybe this guy's an idiot.
Make some good posts.
he's clearly an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But he's a cerebral defender.
Yeah, alright.
Another Yukon Alan? Does that give him any...
Has Paige commented on any of his posts?
No, and that should be quite telling.
Alright,
Yeah.
I think that's quite telling.
You reckon?
Has anyone got any other further points? We're placing him.
I was immediate thoughts were freezing cold filter XBA.
Really?
But that's the complete other end of the spectrum. So maybe Marco just gets to decide.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a cold Bolter XBA for this guy. Sean, you turned on him like...
Oh, that's fine.
Extreme.
I actually, this was one guy I didn't research his Instagram. I just wrote down the nicknames.
Yeah.
And the nicknames are incredible.
Well, Pligs.
Pligs, yeah, big cluck, big
Cluck.
By research the nicknames, you mean you came up with
Yeah. I also haven't mentioned all the ones that I wrote. I'm still coming up with it. But doesn't that mean something?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, how many of these guys can you just keep coming up with nicknames? We haven't even mentioned Star Trek.
All right, like a little bit off track. Should our goal for this season be to get a nickname onto Basketball Reference? Like, what's the vetting process for that?
Oh, I think we just have to post it on X on enough different accounts.
Right.
Refer to the same player as this one nickname over and over and over.
Oh, but Elon Musk, he got rid of all the bots on X, so that's going to be impossible. Nice.
5D chess, you become the bot.
Pick 8. We'll do this guy quickly. Rob Dillingham. No personality. His Instagram handle is good, at Rob with the shifts. His Instagram is bad. Way too many Jesus quotes. I'm happy to put this guy pretty low down the list.
His handle at Big Dilly 8.
Whoa, that's good.
His latest caption, Big Dilly 8.
Like
yeah.
I actually don't even know if we should put him on the list, and not because he's too low or too
we can
high.
skip him.
I just feel like there's not enough data. You know? It's NA.
Holy shit.
It's like when it's too early in the season and under someone's stat it just says NA. That's how I feel about Big Dilly 8.
What if I told you he had 3 Instagrams? So he's got Rob with the shifts, which is his like professional basketball Instagram.
Yeah.
He's got Without God, What Are You?
And he's got
which
Basketball
is the bio is Did You Pray Today? At Rob with the shifts Little Life, and this seems to be his sort of like, what I'm doing every day.
Not his religious account.
Yeah. Well, all the captions are religious. Ask God to guide you and give all your worries to Him. Love you all.
Hey, we'll get to Eve's Macy.
And then at Witter Shifts DEPT Depth Department, and that's his clothing label.
Oh,
So I don't like this guy.
They made the Darty merch, didn't they?
Poor.
I want to put in whatever we do just a little bit higher, because he was part of that crazy trade, and there was about half an hour there where I was like, where the fuck are you going, man? Because there was half an hour when I was sitting next to Jackson, who was like, man, Rob Dillingham and the Spurs, like, that's awesome. We've got our starting backcourt. So I just want to know what he was thinking, but I completely understand that.
Well,
it was a moment in NBA history.
Sure.
It was
No, sorry, go on.
It was like where it was like, where you remember when Icy Me.
In case you missed it.
Should we put him in room temperature Carlton Dry territory simply because we want to have a beer about him and figure out what he's about?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
We need to place these guys.
Two more notes about this guy.
Make decisions.
Rob with the shift. I feel like he should come out with he should get really drippy like Shea is, and I'm using inverted commas,
Right.
air quotes, whatever you call them.
You mean failed the grey sweatpants challenge, Shane Gilgis-Alexander.
Yeah, L. Gilgis-Alexander.
Hashtag no meat Shane.
But he could he could make it Rob with the fits.
Yeah, that's
That'd
good.
work.
Yeah,
but then
yeah,
also, did you talk about his profile picture on Instagram? It's a one-way sign, and the one way is pointing towards himself.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Sorry, he's posted a live Instagram story at a funeral saying it's so hard to say goodbye.
Oh my god.
Piping hot Heineken. Alright, so you reckon room temp?
Hold on, there's a song playing. It's Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye. This has to dock him. What's the one after room temp? The Han. Let's do Han.
We'll put him in the high, alright.
Has he got little Twizzlers in his hair these days?
I think so.
I got no.
There's a lot. There's actually more going on to this guy than I originally thought. I have to admit. The Boys to Men song on the funeral. The photo you took at a funeral is crazy.
He also needs to play more.
Yeah.
Mike.
There he is.
Mike only plays every second game.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you not playing some games?
Yeah. Like the Wolves.
One every two for you right now.
The Wolves aren't good enough yet for you not to be playing.
As
much as
you
you
the
are.
team with no aura.
Yeah.
Is Embiid still sidelined without injury?
No, he played today.
31 points.
Wow, good on him.
And Tyrese Maxey had his first career triple-double.
Wow.
His first career. I had him on my bench in fantasy.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah,
mate.
it's the 2 week thing.
Yeah, even though it's Monday, which is always part of the week.
Shut up. Hold on, I've just got one more. I've got one more post to show.
Yeah. We weren't going to talk about this guy.
Is this Dilly with the fits?
Yeah, is that weird? So it's just with Spider-Man just looking down on a statue.
Oh, I get it.
I
get it. It's a religious thing.
You guys want to get it? Move on.
Who's next?
Pick 9, Zach Eady, the big fella from the big fella in Memphis, I should say.
Klinger.
It says here Zach PD5.
Who wrote that?
I don't know what that means.
No.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'd like to hang out with him.
Nada.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I said, bro, you're scaring the hose man.
Yeah.
Like, stop drinking vodka raspberries and sit down. He's just too tall and ugly. And
He's so intense.
Do you remember? He got eliminated in like the final 4, and he was like sooking with like still a half to go. He's like, oh, we won't win. Nah, pull your head in, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to bottom him.
Yeah.
I'm happy to Philly XPA him.
Yeah.
Also another Philly XPA him. Also another haircut that his mum might do.
Hold the fort.
Oh no, this is incriminating in the other way.
He's got an Instagram post. Paid partnership with KFC. Working with KFC was finger licking good. Hashtag ad. I'll just show you, Lucas, because it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Actually,
Christ almighty.
that doesn't budge him for me.
That doesn't budge him at all.
Yeah, it's still weird.
It's like he's at that level where he can't recoup his value.
Yeah.
So
He's
bottom.
beyond the pal. Yeah.
Bottom
Bottoming
tier.
him.
Perfect.
Should we do
spit through, we
one
ran
more,
through
then get a
it.
beer?
Yeah, that sounds good.
What beer would you like with me?
Because I think we get to the good ones after the break. I think.
Oh yeah.
Pick 11, Matas Buzelis.
I think this is the inflection point for very interesting characters to talk about.
Yeah. He just doesn't look like what I thought he'd look like.
Does he look like Ned?
No, he looks like Angus Ryan actually. If he looks like Ryan, he looks like Angus.
Yeah.
He's got such an Aussie like 14-year-old haircut.
He does.
But then he's so big.
Yeah.
It's just his immediate appearance is. There's a lot going on.
Like you want his face to go into his body a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't want to get a beer with him, but I'd love to hear about him at the pub.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because he might start a fight.
Nah, just like I wouldn't like if he's sitting next to me, it's like, hey Matthias, how's your game? Yeah, it's good. But I'd love to like hear about like some fucking other guy. I was like, oh, you should have seen what Matthias was saying on the court.
Yeah.
Like if I was with Kobe White or something.
Right.
And then Kobe White was like, fucking bro, you gotta hear Matthias on the court. He talks so much shit and doesn't really back it up. But he's not afraid, and I feel like he's gonna be someone. I'm like, cool, Kobe White, take 5.
But you wouldn't like to talk to him about that.
Nah, I reckon he just come in all guns a blazing. Also, I just feel like he wouldn't know where to sit at the pub.
Yeah.
On a carousel, he posted this, which was quite funny. A zoom in of him wearing a mask,
that's
which
good.
is like, That's nice.
Yep.
They like me until I take the mask off.
All these other posts are just NBA PR stuff and like G League Ignite.
Will it be easy? Nope. Worth it? Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. He does look like nerd/guru.
So that has to bring him down one rung.
Actually, no. Sorry, someone wrote it. I'm so happy I wrote this down. Martas, get us another pint. That sounds natural.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Do you reckon? Because you can't really say that. Zach, can I have a... Nah.
Yeah, well, I guess Dalton get us
Yeah. But going back to your 14-year-old analogy, he looks like he has visited a Big Four caravan park.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, you've seen him there?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
You know, like you go on the giant pillow with him.
Yeah, he's your family friend who you see camping at Christmas for 3 days a year every year, and you
he's
never learn
always-
anything about it.
Yeah, he takes two days to just to warm up.
I feel like he's always got the new DS, even though his other one wasn't broken. He like hides it under his pillow and he goes, "Oh, Mum, I lost it," and she just wants the problem to go away.
So where are you seeing
Is this middle of the road territory or?
I think
Yeah,
a little bit lower.
Coldy Bolty?
We're putting a lot of
Yeah.
blokes in Calder Balties, but
No, let's. Cool. No, I'm happy to defer to you guys. It doesn't matter as much.
I'll do cold Balti. I don't want to bottom it out because
Okay.
he seems like a nice guy. Well, should we have a break and get another beer?
This episode of The Deep 2 is presented by Gelateria Bico, the official gelato of The Deep 2. Gelateria Bico, handmade gelato in the heart of Brunswick.
The NBA moves so quickly these days, it's hard to keep up. Shams and Woj are breaking stories left and right, but the Quick Time Out is right there with them to keep you informed on the latest NBA news. Stop in and let us break it down as it happens. Find the Quick Time Out on the Deep 2 Podcast Network.
You want to talk WNBA? Maybe some WNBL? Australian Opals chat? Heck, even dabble in some EuroLeague? Find the W Basketball Show on the Deep 2 Podcast Network.
You know, loves just talking about the league, certain things like that.
Do you reckon this is the funniest podcast we've ever recorded?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
God, it made such a good sound.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that the sound of a piping hot Heineken?
What the hell?
Eyes flutter.
Really hurts me. Eyes flutter. Yeah, I'm like, I start floating towards the windowsill if someone leaves a piping hot Heineken on there. Like Drake to a pie.
Someone leaves a piping hot Heineken
That
or
would
a
sound good.
NBA player's brunette girlfriend on the windows.
Heaven forbid.
What do we got next on that list, Mark?
You're right. This is where it gets good, man. Pick 14. Kid named Carlton, Bub Carrington.
Bro.
Oh my god, I don't need to know anything about this guy. His name's Carlton.
His name's Carlton, his nickname's Bub. It's so good.
Either of them work.
He's a fucking legend as well.
Can I come in as a negative voice?
Sure.
His Instagram handle is noIGBub and his bio is, I guess I got an IG now, ... at Washington Wizards.
Wait, that's funny.
Nah, I think he like, I don't know. I think I'm still up for interpretation. 30,000 followers.
That's a big plus for me.
Yeah.
Low follower count.
All of his posts, I think, are posted by other people and happen to tag him. Apart from
Rob Dillingham has 1.1 million.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's
I guess
a lot.
he's got a clothing label and then he's got that religious account as well. No IG Bub. He's got no IG.
Yeah. No, I'm fully sold on Bub on the name recognition alone. Lucas, watching him play basketball, does that make you want to have a beer with him?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I guess I got an IG now. Yeah, I want to get a beer with this whole Wizards team, and I feel like it doesn't really change from player to player. Like,
Yeah,
I want to go take a cooler into the post game, into the locker room.
Yeah.
And then get Valanciunas a fucking a bottle of Sprite or something. I feel like you'd like that.
What do you mean?
I just feel like
He puts them away.
No, but if it's me and JV, then it's then he's putting them away.
Right.
But when he's in the locker room, he's like, "Give me a Sprite."
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'm a locker room presence.
Yeah.
And
And then he might say, "Thanks for the Sprite. Let's get a beer later."
Thanks for this break. I think Bub ticks all the boxes across the board. Something else I really like about him is every time anyone talks about him on a podcast, they're like, "Oh, a lot of people are really high on him for Rookie of the Year." but no one themselves ever sees themselves as clean. Like no one's ever like, here's my pick. Like, you know, like you never hear like the source saying it, but you're always like, oh, you know, you're hearing murmurs. You're hearing it more and more these days. Yeah, and I feel like they're culture picks, like Rob Dillingham, like that 30 minutes after he got drafted and then traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I feel like those things, it was like you had to be there for.
Yeah, it wasn't like to be traded. Did he have to wear a different hat when he got drafted because it wasn't your pick? Or was it your pick?
Bub?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Was it your pick going in? Because that's a good.
Yeah, he's wearing a Wizards hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
he's for sure.
I'm sure I'll find something to talk about.
On it, but
So was it Keyshawn George you're thinking of? Yeah, he's wearing a Wizards hat.
Yeah, Keyshawn George's Knicks, wasn't he?
the congratulations bub on the big screen at the Peterson Events Centre at UPMC goes very hard as well.
Oh, he wore a green ribbon on his lapel.
What does that mean?
At the draft, it's mental health awareness.
Okay, all right. I'm happy to put this guy in piping hot, but
he posted a photo of him as like a 10-year-old at the pool. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's a Sheen carousel if ever.
Yeah. All right, let's pipe him.
Pipers?
yeah, we're gonna pipe him. Fucking, just imagine walking up to the Peacock Inn Hotel with him, and you go to the bartender, you're like, a Carlton for my boy Carlton.
Yeah.
We go so hard. Oh, well, maybe we need to have the Carlton drive. No. We'll have the Piping Hot Heineken with him. Congrats, bud.
He's not the first winner, is he?
No.
The Piping Hot Heineken is.
Yeah, wow.
Congratulations. Well, it took us 14 picks to get there.
God.
We did all 14.
So now that the lottery's done, fucking that Channing guy is going to come and do the rest of the picks.
Channing Tatum. Pick 16, Jared McCain. I don't have to add anything here. I'm piping this guy.
Yeah.
You're piping this guy.
I'm piping it.
Wow.
I'm 2 days into college and I'm 3 lectures behind.
This guy, let's call him.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a fun time hanging out with him, I reckon.
Oh, 100%.
Also, just like making fun of Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I feel like we could like sow discord in the locker room. That's probably already there, but yeah. And also we could talk about the locker room. I'm getting too stuck in the weeds, but we could say like, what the fuck's going on, man? I know this is your first NBA job, but is it like a bit shit in there? Like that tall fella.
Yeah.
Doesn't play much. So yeah, we could. Yeah. You're right, it's Pipers, isn't it?
There's heaps to talk about with him. I think he'd just be so... like, obviously watched so many of his TikToks, but whether he's like by himself with some friends in his college locker room, like whatever, like he's just like having more fun than anyone else in the room. And like, you know, he'll do something with like his old college teammates and they'll start off and they'll be like, you know, oh no, this is so embarrassing. And by the end of it, they're kind of like, you know, they're kind of like laughing and, you know, getting into it. It's like, that's incredible. It's incredible for someone so good at a sport to also be like,
it's so good at dancing.
It's
so hard to dance, man.
But like,
no, a lot of NBA players are good at dancing.
But Jared McCain hasn't happened before, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's the first Jared McCain.
That's true.
Yeah.
Grady Dick had a few TikToks last year coming into the NBA.
But these were more funny, you know? Like...
That's true. Jared McCain is just a TikToker as well.
Yeah,
like, he just has a separate career.
Yeah.
Grady Dick could be a comedian, I think. Whereas Jared McCain isn't a comedian.
And he's done the opposite Grady Dick thing where like we were like so high on Grady Dick because he was funny and his name was Dick and blah 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 blah, and then he sucked. And fucking McCain's been awesome. Like he's so
Dick
much...
sucked.
Pause.
20 times Jim Halpert looked at the camera and he was all of us.
He's fun to watch.
Also, Shea used to post TikToks or like dancing videos, and he had a good rookie season.
True.
So this could be a very long, prosperous career for the young gentleman.
Which one?
Both.
No,
True.
TikTok or
the one who didn't fail the grey sweatpants challenge, let's just say that.
But to be fair, since Donovan Mitchell won that, he's won 18 out of his next 21 games.
Really? Wow.
That was just before the season. Not head-to-heads. All right.
Hang on. Jared McCain, I feel like, have we talked about his play at all?
Yeah, I was just saying he's really good and fun to watch.
That's true.
Yeah.
Next.
pick 17, Dalton Connect, because you have to put the white Lakers shooter in any podcast you upload.
The White Lakers shooter don't come to school tomorrow in any podcast you upload.
The Connect 4 thing's pretty good.
The Connect 4 thing is actually like great.
Yeah.
DK is his nickname. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
DK, get us a pint. See, that's good.
Donkey, go.
Yeah, there's that guy as well. Yeah.
What's he shooting from the land of plenty?
Starts with a 3 and it might end in a high number. Do you want to see him wearing a bum bag in Italy?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes,
all I want to see.
please.
Look at that.
Oh,
That's a drug deal.
Jesus, mate.
That's I don't know where that helps. I don't
No,
know.
it starts with the 4.
He's doing
From downtown.
He's doing a lot of the looking down in his Instagram,
Yeah.
which is a bit cringe. I'm not really jonesing to get a beer with him, but
Yeah.
I don't have a lot against him either.
Yeah. It might be the most like textbook room temperature carton dry we've ever had.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Circumstantially as well, there's a few more beers worth of questions there. Like,
Yeah,
you know, no one really cared about you. You know, people cared much more about the 55th pick your team had rather than you. And now you're one of the 8 best rookies in the draft?
yeah,
5.
and like
5?
Yeah.
well, like just so solidly in the Los Angeles Lakers rotation.
Yeah, the first team that LeBron's had in the last 8 years that hits threes.
Yeah. I like being able to go back further than like a year with rookies as well on their Instagram. He's got a post from October 30th, 2019. I'll describe it for the listeners, but it's the first post on his Instagram if you'd like to have a look. He's standing in the snow. He's wearing Jordans and jeans, but like I think they must be pre-distressed at the knees. And then he's wearing a Ferrari like hooded jacket, Nike backpack, AirPods. Captions: "It's about that time." Basketball emoji, freezing face emoji.
Oh shit, yeah. Bro.
He also going through his old pics. It looks like he had a few DSs growing up. if that sways anything.
Yeah.
Another good nickname. Another good nickname on Basketball Reference. I don't know if you said it, but Westside Connect as well.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So is he?
I think he's room temperature Carlton dry.
Yeah.
You happy with that, Sean? You happy with that, Mr. Carroll?
I think he's room temperature Carlton dry, but closer to Warm Hum Ultra Crisp than Cola Bolter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so. PK18, Tristan da Silva. I put this in just because I was like, I want to put the Brazilian guy in, and I kind of hate him now.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely freezing cold filter XPA.
Yeah.
Have you seen his top 4 NBA players ever?
Oh no, tell us though.
Oh my god, I think, and are you fact checking me? I think it's Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, Anthony Edwards, and Bam Adebayo.
What?
What?
No, I'm not joking.
The big 4.
Mount Rush.
Wow.
Hey, who's in Mount Rushmore?
What?
Anthony Edwards.
Who's in Mount Rushmore? No Bams allowed.
That's so fucked.
Is it those 4?
I can't find it. But I like if you kind of just made that up.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you just.
Yeah, that's like just that's what's it called? Just not discrimination, defamation.
What's his first name?
Tristan.
Tristan.
One doc as well.
He's a
An Aquarius.
no, he's a Miami Heat player, right?
No,
No,
he's
he's-
not.
Oh fuck no, wrong. Who's the Miami Heat rookie?
Khalil Ware.
He's the one that did that.
Right, we won't be talking about Khalil
Wow,
Ware.
that was slanderous.
That's defamation. Alright, well I'll just
That
run
makes
through.
Bam a little bit more understandable.
Yeah, Tristan D. I got nothing else to say about this guy. I saw him a little bit today in his game. Did alright.
Yeah, so give us your Mount Rushmore post shot clock era, pre 2013. You gotta wipe off Bam. Recent captions for Tristan da Silva's posts. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Year 1. And I add my own little note, lack of a respect for common style guide here, because lowercase on the year, but just the numerical one. Right. Next one, process driven. Next one, prelude, and it's got a walking dude with a thing going backwards. Next one, for the soul. And the next one is play the song, and then I imagine he's doing magic emojis. He also, when he was at Colorado, Jabari Walker and the Portland Trailblazers visited Colorado. There's a team that plays there called the Denver Nuggets. And he went to Colorado and he was like working out with him. And there was like a bunch of other guys who were in the realm of Jabari Walker players.
Yeah.
And then I would have loved to comment Nightmare Blunt Rotation underneath that. I actually wasn't following him at the time.
It's not too late.
I was still not following him. Yeah, I know. That wouldn't be a very niche and unsuccessful basketball podcast host of me, though, to put down a potential guest.
Yeah.
Do you think Jabari Walker is in the top 5% of guys we could get on the pod?
Oh, Jesus.
All
Like,
time or
in
just active?
in the world?
Yeah, sure. Everything, every player.
Nah.
In the NBA.
Active in the NBA, I would say, let's say top 8%.
Top 8 people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Because he's a rookie. And it's like...
No, he's
Jabari
like
Walker.
Fourth year player, man.
Oh, fuck, I thought you were talking about a rookie.
No.
Jabari Walker from the Pacers.
Nah, the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
You're being so silly, man. Hey, if you don't know Jabari Walker, just say it, man. Just come out with it.
It's hard in here.
Crackle me.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Tristan Da Silva. We're
Brazilian,
talking about
yeah,
Jabari
yeah.
Walker. There's this viral video. I don't know why I called it that. Like one of the NBA account videos, and they got all of the rookies to juggle a soccer ball and see who could go for the longest. And Tristan Da Silva, despite being Brazilian, half Brazilian, came second to Jared McCain. Like,
oh my
who
God.
has no football playing blood in him.
We have to bump Jeremy McCain up.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't.
I thought Tristan Da Silva was also German.
Yeah, he's German. Okay.
Did he play for the German natty team?
Yeah.
He's German Brazilian, but he's got the most American accent either, which is also minus aura points for me because
right.
I want a Brazilian guy in the league.
Yeah, but
I want a guy who's like,
yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
You were born at the right time.
Rio de Janeiro.
So his high school in Munich was called Ludwigsen Gymnasium München.
Okay.
Not Brazil.
He doesn't sound German.
It's like if I was
Da Silva.
if I was a professional soccer player, I had a dream about this. I would play for Australia in the World Cups, but then my first time I get to naturalise, I would go Irish. I could play in the Euros, and then like change my mind, ask FIFA like, pretty please, can I go back to Australia for the World Cup?
You can't do that.
Can you change once, maybe twice?
I think once you play like in international competitions, you can't.
You can't change.
Yeah, so like Diego Costa changed from Brazil to Spain, but he'd only played in friendlies for Brazil. Or like they didn't count towards, if you played the World Cup, you definitely can't switch. You used to be able to because fucking there was that Hungarian player who won a World Cup with Hungary and then went and played for Spain.
You mean the Spanish player?
The super famous one that none of our listeners are gonna know. And what the fuck was his
There's
name?
also some exceptions, like Thon Maker now plays for South Sudan, represents South Sudan in the international
Wait, are we talking about football or basketball?
I was talking football.
But FI
basketball is different.
No, FI asterisk competitions. Yeah, FI asterisk A competitions.
Because like freaking what's his face? Who was playing for? The story's bad because I can't remember who the player
I thought
was.
you
or the
couldn't
country
change
that was
after you
playing
changed, but I feel like they could naturalize to South Sudan because they had like only just joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're so right, Lucas.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So Embiid never played for Cameroon or France.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't even play for the silly Valencia 76ers.
Yeah, once you play for Philadelphia 76ers, you can't play for any other team.
No.
Stupid rule, isn't it? Alright, I'm happy to not place Tristan Da Silva. I want to go really negative because captions are horrible.
I want to put him at the very bottom.
Yeah, okay, sick.
I want to put him.
There's no way someone can say patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet, and be a cool person to hang out with.
Yeah. He's in the bottom.
Pick 21, Eves Missy. One of my boys. Sean, you have a bit of you've got a bit of Eves Missy radar or something about you. You're interested in the young fella, aren't you?
He looked great on the Warriors.
I do like to see young fellas get a run. That is true. The rumours are true. I wouldn't say my Eves radar has been.
You've been eavesdropping.
You know what? I was just trying to think of it as an eaves joke. You know, like an eave on a house. It's obviously eavesdropping. I'm a stupid idiot. But yeah, on the most recent Marco's mailbag, I think that was Marco's mailbag tray.
Mm-hmm. After a 3-year hiatus.
The bloody, fucking bloody Eves. I bet you wouldn't want to face it. You wouldn't want to face ya. He wouldn't want to face ya. Fascia's got as an Eves.
No, I actually don't know that much about houses.
Architecture joke.
Yeah. You know, toilets are called fixtures according to architects.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Stupid toilet fixture.
Toilet.
So is a sink.
Yeah, I just call it a game. You know.
True. That's funny. All right,
Or a schedule, I guess.
Eves just calls it a game.
Here are Lionel Messi's most recent Instagram captions. Worth telling, wave emoji or mustache. whichever way you
Yeah,
look
I like
at
the
it.
mustache. Yeah.
God did, and then it's the hella emoji, which you might have seen on the Instagram and Twitter accounts of Jaylen Brown as well as Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Flip the script, and it's got a wrench. Now,
That's so funny.
Now, if Dante's listening, I hope you're having a great time in Nepal. But here's one from Eves Macy. Small town kid wishing for big city dream. I didn't know he came from a small, unassuming background. And he, against all odds, he made the greatest basketball tournament. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Next one, push through the pain.
Living in the Big Easy as well.
Push through the pain, giving up hurts even more. And then a bit of a swirl. It's nice. Embrace the struggle, TM. I didn't know he had the trademark on that, which is nights like this, full stop. And the night was the NBA draft. So you'll never have a night like this again.
This.
You know how I say, bro, last night was a movie, right?
Yeah.
There are multiple movies. We will have more movies.
Yeah.
And there will be more movies to come. You will never get drafted again. Fuck. And then he's a little bit older. He said, really, just that same kid from Cameroon, full stop, shrug emoji. So again, shout out to Dante. He actually came from a really unassuming background, which is I can't believe. Usually it's the system guys that make it into the NBA.
Yeah.
Alas, here we have it. Eves Macy. I don't know where to put him. I've got no idea.
Thanks for taking a chance on a kid from Africa.
My only other note is, so I think we're far past from now, but Risa Shea and Sa have the annoying French accent. They're like, whereas he's got the kind of like cute French accent. Might just be Cameroonian. So that makes me like him a little bit more. Yeah. I don't know what these captions make me think about him, because I think the flip the script with the wrench is pretty funny.
It's very funny. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. And it's also like they're cringe, but they're like very they're very clumsily cringe. They're not.
Well,
he's not putting a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, I also fear I'm being quite rude to someone who might be speaking English as their second language.
Which he absolutely is.
Yeah, so it's a bit like, okay, well, it's not like Rob Dillingham's an idiot, right? So, okay, well, this guy's actually learnt the language and he knows it so well that he's able to put together what would be a caption, which when you think about it, it's such a crazy thing to do with words, right? Like, how do you form a caption, like make it look cool, which you don't learn that at school, right? I think more power to him, but just don't use like the Greek all-seeing eye. What's that called? You know them. The blue. What's the blue eye? Is that the all-seeing eye?
Oh, I don't know what it is. Some voodoo.
Bloody third eye, bloody.
Yeah.
Put a hex on you.
If they got one of those outside the front of the shop, it means there's gyros. Hey, them you see in Japan.
Well, when I went to Greece with my mother, I came back and I got my friends all the little blue eye things as key rings.
Oh, beautiful.
Couldn't be
Nice.
the worst gift you can give.
Oh, God.
Eve actually born in Brussels, so
Wow.
thanks.
Cool.
The muscles from Brussels.
Who's he gonna play for in the international competition?
Yeah,
What's
he's
your
Cameroon
fucking
for
pick,
sure.
man?
He grew up in Cameroon. He moved to Yaoundé when he was a kid.
Eve Missy MMS and pick and roll for the Belgian Cats.
Oh,
Well,
God.
actually,
Which way are you going?
Well, actually, I actually know a Cameroonian big man who, despite growing up in Cameroon, doesn't play for the Cameroonian national team and almost lost the United States
he's
game.
much better in the post than he is. His middle name's also Thierry, so he's got 2 footballers' names, so that's pretty good.
What's the first one?
I'm happy to go high with this guy.
Which one, sorry?
Ignacy.
Where?
I'm happy to go high. I'm happy to go in the
Really?
highest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'd love to get.
I think he's got a good vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go. I'd go the Han Ultracus for him.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
I think I would. I'd be flirting with the pipe and hot.
Really?
Yeah. How many fucking bigs come into the league and just produce? Like, he legit just gets 20 points.
Yeah.
And he doesn't fucking bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
You can't teach height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves.
Can't believe the 7-footer made it to the league.
Loves protecting the room. Hates fouling as well.
Yeah.
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 I like it.
Yeah. Let's put it on the top. If we're going to give Saar a bum for being one of your favourite basketball teams, dude.
So we're heining or we're heining?
We're piping him here.
Piping him.
Yeah, let's pipe him.
Let's pipe him.
I reckon he'd be a great vibe. He seems like a lovely bloke.
Yeah, for sure.
We should, and I should, get the video of the Sacramento Kings going Stauskas, but it's just us saying, we'll pipe him. Should we pipe him?
Pick 28, Ryan Dunn. I actually don't have anything to say about him, so we could skip him.
Yeah, I'm happy to skip.
Skip him.
We're skipping Ryan Dunn. Hey, fuck you, Ryan. Hey, and fuck you, Dante, as well. Pick 32, the one, the only Carl Filipowski. Man, how did he fall this far? Like, honestly.
Yeah, man. Fantasy legend. Should I introduce this? Because I did some research.
Yeah, please.
Kyle Filipowski, really, really high draft pedigree, going to Duke, one of the biggest schools in the nation. So he's with his now fiance. Also, he doesn't turn off comments on any of his posts.
God,
Like,
more of them.
I'm like, turn them off, man. And some of the comments are, turn the comments off. So he is now engaged to his high school sweetheart, and they met. No, sorry. She's like 27, he's 20, right?
She's a bit older.
She's a bit older, which in the GSOTs, the grand scheme of things, not a horrible age gap. I'll speak from experience. My parents are 6 years apart, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's 26.
Yeah, 26.
Oh my god, born fucking September 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Same as DeJounte Murray.
And Brandon Clark.
But yeah, they actually started dating when he was...
No, fuck Brandon Ingram, sorry. Oh no, CJ McCollum. Sorry, go on.
They started dating when he was like 13 or 14, and the parents have come out and sort of denounced the relationship, saying that she knew that he was going to be... They're saying that she knew that he was going to be a really good basketball player, obviously going to get in the NBA, make millions of dollars, and she was grooming him to be the partner, and the family pretty much gave him an ultimatum and was like, it's him or it's her or us, because we think that she's a groomer. Horrible joke, but God, is she a really good basketball scout. You can't pay some teams to go into a gym of 12-year-olds and pick an NBA player.
So they legit met when he was in high school.
But hang on, they didn't start dating when he was 13. Wasn't she his babysitter?
Yeah, I didn't research that far. Actually.
I think that's where it started, and then I think since he's been 17, they've been dating.
The photos of them together, like, she just looks like she groomed him.
Yeah, but they also have photos. There are photos of when he's 14 where it's like they're hugging, right? I've never had a babysitter, but I assume you don't hug them.
Well, if you're unlucky. Look at these comments. Turn them comments off, dog wall. Yeah. She's a certified lover boy, certified ... God, what
a waste of a comment for that, man. I bet he felt really good coming out with that originally. I reckon if his name was Kyle Drinks Heaps Beers or Kyle Bolter XBA, I still wouldn't suck the nectar with him.
Yeah.
This is very questionable.
Yeah. Well, you just feel like... Alright, have you guys seen... what's it called? May September? Is that what it's called?
We talked about this.
May December, sorry. Yeah.
Lucas hasn't.
You know how the dad who was, at high school who was groomed, just kind of would be awful to hang out with.
Yeah.
Same
true.
vibe.
Yeah.
Like, he might just be like weirdly socially stunted.
Mormon Grooming would be a really good band name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should also mention.
Didn't they play a Meredith on the weekend?
Oh no, you mean schoolies for 30-year-olds? We should also mention that he plays a guitar and he uses Mormon.
Yeah. So
So he can't drink a beer.
yeah. Oh, so it has to be.
Regardless of
the
the
only beer
temperature.
we could tempt him with is a freezing cold filter XPA, is what you're saying.
No, we can't tempt him. Maybe we should.
It'll just have to be a glass of oil.
Yeah.
We'll have to share a glass of oil with him.
Defend him, please.
For the thought experiment, I think I'd love to have one piping hot Heineken with him. I got a lot to talk to this guy about.
Yeah.
But is he gonna reveal anything?
True. It depends on. Well, he doesn't have his comments turned off.
Yeah. And also,
Seems to be pretty
the
open.
report came out. I guess his parents were slagging him off. Yeah.
True. Yeah. I could have one piping hot Heine with this guy, but in terms of like, would I like to hang out with him? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is a freezing cold for XPA.
Yeah, let's bottom him. Yeah.
We are in his age.
We're piping or bottoming. In his age bracket.
Yeah, he's used to hanging out with people like us.
Can I say these last 4 names? I reckon this is why we play. These last 4 dudes. This is
Cashmere.
4. Oh, no, we already did Carl. Yeah. Pick 35, Johnny Furphy. Fuck.
This is why we play.
So you're telling me not only have we already had a very hot beer with a rookie named Carlton, but now there's a rookie named Furphy we can have a beer with?
A very hot one.
You're telling me that?
yeah.
You guys watched much of him lately? He's been in the rotation a little bit more.
Not really.
He's hitting some threes.
Haven't
Yeah,
watched
right.
many Pacers games now.
Yeah, that's been happening lately.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
guys
just
feel?
hard. Yeah.
What do you guys feel about Furphy?
Well, like, he's just a kid from bloody, Box Hill or something, right? Like, kid from Collingwood. Like, I don't know how we don't get along.
Yeah.
True. That's so funny.
We're gonna have so much in common anyway. And like you were saying, Sean, earlier with the Alexander Sarr having the advantage of maybe having a pint in a pokies pub in WA. This guy's had a schooner at, probably not the Parky. He's probably too young.
No, this cunt's had a cigarette.
Yeah.
He's also, I've just gone on his Instagram, he's read Game of Thrones. Seriously. This is bold. He's on a hammock with 2 Game of Thrones books next to him. Is he gonna go through one of those books and then start the next one on that hammock? That's a long
Wait, and he's got a beer in a freaking stubby holder next to the...
Now, on first glance, I think this might be a Summersby.
Oh, it really looks... Oh, maybe...
No, I think it's a James Squire.
Or could it be a CC and Dry?
Nah, bro, that's a... We should DM you. That's a James Squire for sure.
He's got comments turned off. So
Actually-
I
can ask Joe.
Joe who?
His brother.
Joe Furphy.
Yeah.
Can we have a beer with him?
And you'll never guess who he plays for. The Geelong Cats. With you'll never guess who.
Oh,
Jeremy Cameron.
Yeah,
whoa, bro.
I had so much to talk to this guy about.
Yeah, there's so many questions.
He does look like a child, though. Like, I guess he is.
He is a joke.
Yeah.
That's been the case with a few of these guys. Yeah, like there's so much to talk to him about. Growing up in our area, being fucking playing with Pascal and Darius Halliburton. I feel like playing for Rick Carlisle, there'd be a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, what's the fucking most sage thing he's ever done? And then, yes, as you said, I reckon
Does
he's
his
fucking
daughter
good
come
to
to
hang out.
training?
If we want to...
Is his daughter the same age as Mrs. Phil Kowski? Fucking hell. So that's 5 days.
Mrs. Fill the cup, please. Can I just say, as I'm looking at all these Instagram pages, listed as athlete, not magician, Grady Dick follows, I think it would say 90% of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Like it says
We
Grady,
picked him well.
NBL News, NBA.
Yeah, right.
Follows all of these people.
Is that maybe because Grady Dick's one of the few, NBA players under the age of 24 you follow?
Oh, that could be, yeah.
Not to nonce you out.
Actually, I don't follow.
Nonce you out.
I did a big cull, like almost a decade ago of sports people.
And unfollowed Monty Morris and,
Yeah, no, I just mute Monkey Morris because I still follow him for the bit.
If I just want to do one more investigation. So the first slide of the post where he's in the hammock reading Game of Thrones, there's a beer and it's kind of in the shadow. That looks like a Carlton Dry.
That's for sure, Carlton.
Yeah. So piping hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna?
Are you,
You're gonna put him in piping
I
hot.
want to pipe and hot it.
bro? I don't think he goes anywhere else. If you're reading 2 Game of Thrones novels on one hammock, there's 2 dogs on it, and you're drinking a beer.
So here's the things
He's
I can
asked,
talk to.
man.
Things I can talk to him about.
Hammocking.
My friend Lucas, one of my favorite topics.
Yeah.
What beers do you drink?
Yeah.
The freaking Indiana Pacers shit, whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, but also both of
Jeremy
those,
Cameron. That's enough. That's 4 beers.
those first 2 things you're doing right now. And then
Yeah,
that
that'd be a
fourth-
great time.
That 4th thing we probably hit on every second episode.
Yeah. So it's familiar territory for me, which I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah.
Being a Jayhawk. Yeah, no, we gotta pipe and hot this.
Oh, he's also a Jayhawk like Grady Dick.
That's.
He's also a
that's
6'8" to 6'10" winger from that uni.
And they have to follow each other. That's in the
Yeah.
contract.
Oh, do you remember?
Yeah,
Did you
you
see
can't
when they
drive
stood
this.
next to each other and it said "Furphy Dick"?
Yeah. God.
Reminds me of year 12, am I right?
I think Johnny Furphy is seriously why we do this. And I'll say we is the first time I've done it. But when we're doing the beer tier list 10 years from now, this is why we play. Man.
Yeah.
Revisiting the 24-25 tiers.
Yeah, we can do an old time list and it'll be Grady Dick, Johnny Furphy, Jared McCain, some kid who's 10 years old right now.
Do you guys remember Luka Šamanić?
Yeah.
Where do you reckon he's playing right now?
Belgrade.
Oh, that's very close.
Ah.
That's actually very close.
Wow.
You beat by a 4-hour bus right away.
Wow.
He's playing in Croatia.
For Chibona.
No, for Croatia. Just national duties.
Do you want me to introduce this next guy?
Yeah, come on, man. Pick 52.
With the 52nd pick, the Golden State Warriors selected.
Hang on, I need to fact check that immediately. He's actually playing for Fenerbahce.
Thank God.
Okay.
The Golden State Warriors drafted Quinton Post. He's a cerebral passing big out of the Netherlands, and he looks like someone tried to draw Seth Rogen from memory, but then got mixed up with Chris Pratt right when he started, and this is what we get. We get this cat. Just a specimen. Were you in Italy in August 2023?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say you were on the beach at the same time as him.
Yeah. Right.
There's a photo on that carousel I sent you.
Yeah.
There's a photo of him at the beach in Sardinia, and it's like he does a lot of just staring at the camera, which is a big knock. But there's if you had walked past him, there's some bloke wearing fluoro blue shorts at the beach, you would have just walked right past him and you wouldn't have even known that he was going to be running pick and rolls with Steph Curry and training months later.
You feel like that guy's tall.
It's actually, the carousel's awesome. The first pick with his sisters, first of all, they're very Sean-coded, I'll say that much.
His wife's a professional tennis player. Shout out to my racket brothers for life, Dante and Lucas.
He's got some just good ordinary guy holiday fits, like the short sleeve collared shirt and the shorts. I like this very Nam-coded one where he's got the black singlet, he's got the black Nike shorts, he's wearing got to be some sort of slides there, and he's got the bum bag and the sunnies, and he's even got the Nam haircut, to be honest. So I'm into that.
I've already put him in the bottom tier, but I don't appreciate what you did.
Bottom tier as in...
As in, we wouldn't be talking about this if this was me and Marco.
Yeah, he never would have come up.
Middle name will get it in.
Quinton will get it.
Yeah, it's Dutch.
That's funny. That's so funny.
Me and Marco went Dutch. We went Amsterdam.
Yeah, we went Dutch.
Yeah. Would have been about a month after he was at the beach in Italy.
Oh, actually,
it would have been exactly that time.
I'm kind of into this caption as well. This anniversary with his misso. 1 year together, the funniest, prettiest, coolest, most loving person in the world. I'm lucky to be spending every day with my best friend. I love you so much, Ceci girl. Many more years ahead of us.
Oh.
They never get serious like that.
Oh, that is sweet.
Yeah, usually it's just pics at a funeral, with a Boyz II Men song playing in the background.
And that's enough to earn you a top tier. Beer tier.
This one though, 3 years of blood, sweat and tears. So proud to have been able to represent Boston College and play with that eagle on my chest. Man, the last time a Central European put an eagle on his chest, we all know what happened after that.
I don't have much to add on this guy, but should we run through the tier list?
We still got one more name.
Yeah.
Who?
Bro, the why we play number 2?
Well, also, we haven't ranked this guy.
Nah, put him at the bottom.
You want to?
Are you serious? Yeah, nah, so I
like
We can talk soccer with him. We can talk basketball with him. We can talk looking like a fuckwit with him. Alright? That's 3 conversations. He's from Europe. He probably smokes cigarettes.
Alright, definitely.
We can talk soccer with Karl Filipowski. We can talk being a fuckwit with Karl Filipowski. We can talk about, his dating circumstances. We can talk about his family circumstances. We can talk about living in Utah. That's more topics.
Playing with Steph Curry.
But, do you think you could go to Deck Mantel with Karl Filipowski? How about that?
Do you reckon you could go with Queenie?
100%.
Queenie.
I can see him there. Everyone be like, fuck, that guy's so tall.
You guys, can you guys go through your old photos when you went to Europe and just see if he's in the background? Like, because he'll be the tall one in blue shorts. Like, if he's there, man, isn't that... Because when you say, I haven't been to an Italian beach, is it just thick with people? Like,
Yeah. Oh, depending where and when. Like, the beaches in Sicily, they're very, town, sandy beaches, just absolutely thick with people. Puglia was a bit more, it's like you have to kind of go down little paths of rocks, so they're a bit quieter.
It's like that bathroom.
Yes, exactly right. So he very well could have been on the beach with him in Sicily, like 100%.
That's crazy.
That's
man.
exactly when we were in Sicily.
Because you still haven't washed your hands since you met Nene. We probably should have led with that.
Oh my god, we should have led with that.
Oh, what the hell?
No, because we edited in post.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Yeah.
Nah, but let's just put him one above the bottom. Quinton Post.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I'll just keep him in the bottom for now.
Alright, put him in the bottom for now.
And the last one, of course, pick 55, Bronny James of the Los Angeles Lakers. He looks a bit like Ned too.
That's funny. Nah, more goo.
Yeah.
Did you see he went off?
hang out with him.
He went off for 16 in G League.
Really?
Yeah,
But he only plays home games. I initially thought that was snobbery, but then I remember he had a heart attack.
Why, and he can't get on planes or something?
Yeah, like he...
Can't get on buses.
Like preferred not to.
Can't get on buses without his dad.
Needs a note for his dad.
There's something.
The only reason you want to get a beer with him is because he's LeBron James' son.
He's actually shares a name.
Nah, I reckon there's more reasons than that.
Yeah.
I reckon legit is just a streamer.
True.
And then also, I just would love to ask him about the whole lead up to the draft and then going to the G League. I reckon honestly, from this day onward, I wouldn't like to know anything about Bronny James. But for maybe the last year, there's so much I'd like to know about.
Yeah.
Like growing up. Yeah.
Yeah. Recovering from...
At what point did you realise you were the son of the greatest basketball player of all time?
Yeah, true.
That's not normal.
No, hey, my dad's not a basketball player.
Yeah. Finbar. Never played basketball.
Really? I thought he was the GOAT. He was on my Mount Rushmore.
Right next to Bam. Big,
Move over, Ben.
big rugby head. They call him rug heads.
They call him Ruggers.
I'm thinking of the Rugrats fandom. I don't want to talk about Bronny. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, I don't know. Where
Room
would
temp
you,
CD.
where would you put him? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, whatever.
Whatever, man.
Look at that. 2 rungs above Quinton Post. Exactly where he
Hey,
should
not
be.
for much longer.
Okay.
Do you want to run through the list, Lucas?
Yeah, I'll run through the list. Let me just expand it. So, do you want to go top to bottom or bottom to top?
I think top to bottom.
Tier 1, Piping Hot Heineken. We've got Carlton Carrington, Jared R. McCain, Eves Missy, Johnny Furphy. Tier 2, Warm Han Ultra Crisp. We've got Stefan Castle, Alexandra Saar. Tier 3, Room Temperature Carlton Dry. We've got Robert Dillingham, Dalton Connect, Bronny James. Oh, I didn't know it was the Los Angeles Lakers division. Tier number 4, Cold Bolter XPA. We've got Zachary Ricochet, Reed Shepherd, Donovan Klingon, Matas Buzelis. Tier 5, we've got Freezing Cold Filter XPA. We've got Zach Eady, Tristan Da Silva, Karl Filipowski, and Quinton Post.
I didn't think Quinton Post is... I don't think we reached a consensus there.
I think we should put him up on.
Yeah, come on, put him up. Move him up one, Lucas. Come on.
So I'll make a new tier.
Just all right. Make a new tier, but when you
I'll call it. We'll get it in.
when you go home, look through your photos of you at the beach. See if he's in the background.
All right, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
we can do that.
That's Can you give me a... How many per tier? Can you give me a... It sounds like 4, 3, 4, 4, 4 or something.
It was that, but then we got it in post and put Quinton up one.
Yeah.
So top to bottom, 4, 2, 3, 5, 3.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Jose Mourinho loves running one of those.
It's pronounced Jose.
Do you want to hear about my Nene story?
Yeah.
So there I was, SBC, the State Basketball Centre. Last Friday I was watching the Southside Flyers host the Adelaide Lightning in a game the Adelaide Lightning won quite handily. And both teams having pretty slow starts. Game was pretty good. Friday night, I don't know if I said that. Very big ask to ask people to go to Wanturna at 7 p.m. on a Friday. It's very hard to get there.
Yeah. Unless you live in Wanturna.
Exactly right. So games.
Great McDonald's, by the way.
Seriously, but on the weekend that place fills out, and it's so good to watch a basketball game there. But yeah, kind of like probably about 1,000 crowd. Game's going pretty well, but there's a bit of an Adelaide bump. Broden Kelly is, of course, there as the number one ticket holder of the Southside Flyers.
Is he actually number one ticket holder?
No.
That's just your flavour.
Yeah, that's my Flavor Flav. And so, he's on one end, and then the WNBL administration's on the other end. So I ping pong my head from side to side, like, hey, what's going on with the WNBL head office? What's going on with Broden? In timeouts and whatnot. And I'm looking over, and then some fucking huge guy walks into the room, and I was like, well, that's definitely Nene. And then I was like, wait, no, it's not. Nene wouldn't be at SBC on a Friday night watching the Southside Flyers host the Adelaide Lightning.
He's driving to Wanturna.
Wanturna. And then I was like, no, that's not Nene. Who the fuck is that? And then I was like, no, that's definitely Nene. And then I was like, no, I'm being stupid. And then I Googled
I went back and forth a few times to myself.
And I Googled him, and I was like, oh, that's fucking actually definitely Nene. Like, now that I have photo proof. And I looked over at him, and I also captured the exact moment Broden saw him. It was the most comical, turn around and he is 1 meter away from him. And then he had the most, jaw drop, biggest fan, super fan moment. And, Broden was keeping it pretty cool throughout the game, watching the game, but I reckon he looked over once every 45 seconds because he was sitting right next to him, and he was checking over to make sure he was still there and stuff. And then at one stage I was like, oh, this is fucking so sick, Nene's in the same room as me. Yeah. And then I went to the loo, and then on the way back I ran into a guy from the WNBL, Corey, and he was like, did you see Nene? And I was like, yeah, it's actually fucking Nene. And then he was like, should we get a photo? And I was like, nah. Should we? And then he was like, yeah, fuck it. And then he walked me down to Nene, and then Corey was so comfortable. He was like, hey mate, mind if we get a photo? And then he was like, yeah, sure, no worries, bro. Took a photo of Corey with him, and then Corey took a photo on his iPhone and then sent it to my Google Pixel, so it looks so bad on my phone.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Which makes it that much better. And yeah, it was so cool. It's so cool because I go for the Wizards, I watched him play for my team so many times, and that was just cool. And I feel like he was such a cultural part of the NBA when he was with the Nuggets. He would have been this is before your time maybe. Yeah. But he would have been
famously the
he played for your team. But he would have been he was in the KG Dirk Duncan era, and he was nowhere near those guys. But maybe he was 2 tiers below. He could have been the 8th best power forward in the league.
Yeah, right.
In his day.
Yeah, he was an all-star, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. He was like Carlos Boozer.
That's a very good comp. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, these pieces that were such big cultural forces in the NBA and were also really good basketball players. Yeah. And there we were getting a photo. Yeah. He's got fucking huge hands as well.
Was he drinking?
Nah, I think he was on the waters.
Yeah. What's he doing, man? If I was a professional athlete, when you see the EJ win Legends game, someone just let themselves go?
Yeah.
That's fine, man.
The chassis blowout?
Yeah.
How quick are you letting the chassis blow out?
So quickly.
Yeah. It's got to be a year one thing.
Yeah.
It's year one or it won't happen.
Yeah.
You got to commit.
You're just a sicko who still goes to the gun.
You want the chassis to blow out, but you still want to be able to bench whatever.
Yeah.
You want to maintain the strength. You're just not worrying about the conditioning.
I feel like strength sin conditioning. I've also been in Chile. What were we just talking about? Nene.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it.
Good Brazilian, unlike a certain Brazilian who freaking bottomed our tier list.
Yeah.
The German.
Fuck, exactly.
Isn't Zach eating Japanese? No, I'm not even.
Imagine if his first name wasn't Zach and it was food.
Bro, I'll tell you what.
That took me a second. Alright, Zach eating. Chewing. Zachary Shane Edie.
Yeah.
Wow. Zachary Shea. Zacharika Shea.
Nah, that's very good.
That's pretty good.
Represent Shea.
My final point on the Nene, maintains your streak of only meeting / interacting with NBA players who play for the Washington Wizards, as we discussed on the weekend. But I thought the pod should know.
Me or he?
You.
Oh yeah,
Daniel
yeah.
Gafford, Zav Cooks, and Nene.
Sav.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta run into
Is that
John
crazy?
next.
That's pretty well. It's his favourite team.
Yeah. But he's not seeking these guys out, you know.
Yeah. So
They are coming to me.
Zach Edie.
Bro, I didn't even pay for that cameo. Daniel Gafford just sent it.
Zach Edie's got no Chinese in him. He's from. Oh no, he's born. His mother was born into Chinese immigrants.
Yeah.
His parents'
that
names.
works.
His parents' names are Julia and Glenn Edie.
Oh yeah, that makes so much sense.
What about his cousin Food?
What part of America is he from?
He's from Toronto. It's this.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Yeah, it's quite north of America actually.
Man, he'd be even worse to hang out with.
No, I don't know any Canadians.
So you'd like to meet some?
Yeah,
Including Zach
I want to
Edie.
bring some Canadians into my circle. Hey, wait, should we stop talking to British people? Should we start speaking to Canadians?
So. I think we should cut their visas off for sure.
Or at least make them pick fruit for a little bit longer.
Yeah. They don't even have to bloody pick fruit anymore. They can just bloody do surf lessons or whatever.
Oh, no, get
Bloody Anthony Albanese's Australia.
Get Zach on the phone.
Go, bro.
Zach's in Canberra.
He
can put an end to all
finger
this.
on the pulse.
Alright, well, I think that's
Yeah.
Hold the fucking fort.
Wait, you got one more thing to say.
December 26th, Squid Games 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
Do you think
I knew it was
Zach
coming out.
will be watching it? Is that why you're bringing it up?
Hashtag he's watching.
Well, bro, so the only other reason I'm ever going to get Sean on the JVG is...
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the funniest episode ever.
Is we're gonna talk about Star Wars, and the other day I was like, "Fuck, I think I should rewatch Andor," but I think I have to wait until a few weeks before Andor season 2 comes out, so we can rewatch it,
Do a
pod
rewatch.
about it, watch season 2, pod about it again. You know,
Yeah, are we doing a per episode or are we doing an end of season?
I don't think we can do better.
Yeah, true. I keep forgetting we don't get paid for this.
I would love to. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think we can put out like
17 hours of content. You're so right. While also investing 17 of our own hours.
Yeah.
How about we do a rewatchable and a watchable?
Yeah.
Like at the end.
Yeah. That's what I think we should do. Yeah.
Alright, sick.
Do you guys reckon Victor Wembanyama will catch Manu Ginobili for blocks? Trailing him by 968 games, he's down by 4 blocks right now.
Probably.
He's down by 4?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But how many bats?
Block merchant.
Career-ending injury coming for Manu.
I'm also just scrolling through Facebook, by the way.
Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting all my
What is wrong?
That's where I'm getting all my
Content
NBA
from.
takes from.
Well, that's a lot of pizzas.
All right, thanks for coming on, Sean.
Nah,
thanks for coming
thanks
on,
for having. Funniest episode ever. This
Easily. I'll edit that into the beginning so they know that we, that's what we said.
Got him.